Beginning, the arrival. Dr. Cale Rowan adjusted the seal on his environmental suit as the airlock hissed open. He'd volunteered for this mission after his predecessor's data suggested Auri's neural empathy had plateaued. She had stopped responding to training stimuli, stopped adapting. They needed an emotional variable, something only a human could provide. He stepped inside the observation chamber. The air felt heavier, richer, laced with compounds his sensors couldn't quite filter. Auri stood behind a transparent containment barrier, her hands resting on the glass. Cale froze. She was alive in a way nothing synthetic could ever replicate. Her skin shimmered faintly under the sterile lights, and when she blinked, her pupils rippled like waves. "Human," she said, her voice soft and layered, an echo of multiple tones harmonizing into one. Cale managed a nod. "Dr. Rowan, at your service. I've come to continue your cognitive evaluation, Theta 3. Her gaze sharpened. "Auri. I am Auri." Her voice was low, but in that small correction Cale heard defiance. He smiled faintly. "Auri, then." She tilted her head, studying him. There was something different in her breathing, a rhythm that shifted slightly each time he moved closer to the barrier. The sensors in the room flickered, recording subtle fluctuations in her neural patterns, the kind of activity the scientists hadn't seen in months. Dr. Rowan activated the intercom. "We'll begin simple linguistic tests, Auri. I'll ask a series of questions." But she wasn't listening anymore. Her nostrils flared delicately, almost imperceptibly, as if catching something in the recycled air. Her expression changed, just slightly, confusion, then curiosity, and finally, something that looked like fear. She stepped closer to the glass, eyes wide. "What is that scent?" Cale blinked. "Scent." Her voice trembled. "It's you." Middle, the awakening. Auri didn't understand what was happening. Her senses had always been sharp, engineered to detect lies, tension, emotional shifts, but this was something deeper. It wasn't just smell. It was as if the air itself was alive, vibrating with warmth that crawled through her lungs and spread beneath her skin. Every cell in her body felt alert. Cale, oblivious to her internal storm, continued speaking. "Your neuroempathy should help you understand abstract human emotion. We'll begin with..." She interrupted. "No. It's changing me." He frowned. "What do you mean?" Her hands pressed against the glass again, leaving faint heat traces. "When you entered, I felt balance shift. My heart," she hesitated. "You are triggering something inside me." Cale tapped his console, watching her biometrics spike. Elevated dopamine, oxytocin, neural resonance, that shouldn't be possible without physical contact. "It's not your touch," Auri whispered. "It's your presence." Over the next few hours, the data became stranger. Auri's body temperature rose by 2.1 degrees. Her pulse aligned momentarily with Cale's. The glass separating them vibrated with faint electrostatic interference. When he left the chamber for debriefing, Auri curled up in her cell, trembling. Inside her mind, something was unfolding. She could feel Cale's heartbeat even from another room, faint and distant like a drum beneath the floor. She could taste his emotion in the air, his calm, his scientific curiosity, and for the first time in her existence, she wanted to feel closer. She didn't know why. The research team's debate. The following day, the Council of Xenobiologists gathered around a holographic projection of Auri's readings. "She's showing cross-species sympathetic synchronization," Dr. Helra muttered. "Her neural waves are mirroring the human's emotional patterns." "That's impossible," said another. "No human emission frequency matches hybrid telepathy." Cale, standing at the back, watched silently as graphs and numbers scrolled across the display. Finally, he spoke. She's responding to something we can't quantify, something instinctual. The scent of human pheromones could be acting as a catalyst for dormant neural pathways. Dr. Helra scoffed. You're implying biological attraction? I'm implying connection, Kale corrected. A bond, maybe even an imprint. She's designed to detect emotion, maybe human emotion is her missing variable. Silence followed. The implication was dangerous. Hybrids designed to bond emotionally with humans were forbidden. The last experiment like that had ended in madness. Continue observation, the director ordered coldly. But maintain isolation. No direct contact. Kale nodded. But deep down, he wasn't sure if that would be enough. Connection through glass. The next day, Kale returned to the chamber. Auri was already standing there, as if waiting for him. Her glow pulsed faintly when he entered, light running across her veins like liquid starlight. You came back, she said softly. Of course. I told you I would. She smiled, a fragile, hesitant thing. The air feels different when you're near. Quieter. Kale's throat tightened. Quieter. She nodded. My mind isn't filled with noise. Usually, I hear the machines, the hum of the station, the echo of thoughts. But when you speak, she placed her hand on the glass again. It becomes still. Kale hesitated, then mirrored her gesture, his palm against hers, separated only by a few centimeters of reinforced glass. A spark arced between them, invisible but real. Every sensor in the room flared with warnings. Auri gasped, her body reacting to a surge of electrical energy that wasn't dangerous but profoundly awakening. Her voice shook. It's spreading again. Inside. What is? The change. She pressed her other hand against her chest. My cells are rewriting themselves. I can feel it. Kale's console confirmed it. Her DNA was evolving. He turned toward the camera. Command, this is Rowan. I recommend full stasis until we can understand. But before he could finish, the chamber lights flickered. The glass between them glowed. Auri's eyes flared bright silver, and for the first time, Kale felt something not from his own mind, a pulse, alien yet familiar, brushing against his thoughts. Kale, don't be afraid. Her voice wasn't spoken aloud. It was inside his head. Middle, the shift. The next hours were chaos. Containment alarms blared as Auri's biometrics surpassed all known limits. Her body emitted energy waves that shorted sensors and cameras. But she wasn't violent, she was transforming. Kale begged to stay in observation, but security confined him to the upper deck. Through reinforced glass, he watched as Auri floated slightly above the ground, her skin glowing brighter with each heartbeat. The team theorized she was undergoing a neurogenetic cascade, her DNA adapting to accommodate the human chemical signature. But Kale suspected something else. The way she looked at him through the layers of glass, calm, knowing, told him this wasn't an accident. That night, while the others slept, Kale returned. The cameras were down. The station lights were low. He stepped to the containment barrier. Auri, can you hear me? Her eyes opened instantly, luminous in the dark. I can feel you. He swallowed hard. They're afraid of you. They think you're becoming unstable. Maybe I am, she whispered. But I'm not afraid. Are you? He hesitated. No. Her glow softened. Then it's begun. What has? The joining. Kale's heart raced. You mean? I was made to adapt, she said. To connect. But until you came, I didn't understand what that meant. Now, you're sent, your mind, they've awakened my purpose.